So in Python, how is it that some functions can take 3 arguments, while others can take, I don't know, 10 and nothing breaks? Well, the secret is in 2 incredibly powerful features, Args and Kwargs. In this explainer, we are going to demystify them completely and show you how they unlock some truly flexible and powerful code. If you've ever peeked under the hood of a popular library, you've probably seen functions that just seem to handle a totally random number of inputs. It's not magic, not really. It's a core feature of the language that is absolutely key to writing adaptable code. And we're about to break down exactly how it all works. So first up, let's talk about the actual problem that args and double args are designed to solve. And it all starts with how rigid a normal standard function can be. Okay, so look at this calculate total function. It works perfectly for 2 items. But the very second you need to add a 3rd item, it breaks. It throws an error. And this rigidity, it forces you to rewrite code which is just not efficient. This is the exact problem we're here to solve. So to solve this, we actually need to get back to basics, just for a moment. The solution lies in how we think about function parameters. The fundamental building blocks of any function. Parameters, like item 1 and item 2 from before, they're basically the named slots in a function's definition. They create this really strict contract that says, hey, I expect exactly these inputs, no more, no less. But what if we could make that contract a little more flexible? All right, with that foundation set, let's introduce our first solution, args. This is the thing that directly solves our too many items problem. That single asterisk in args_ing, it's a signal to Python. It says, hey Python, collect any number of positional arguments that get passed in and just pack them all into a single collection. The shopping bag analogy is perfect here. You can put 2 items in the bag or you can put 20. The bag just holds them all. And wow, the difference here is just night and day. On the left, you've got our old rigid function, and on the right, our new super flexible version. With one simple change, our function can now handle any number of items because Python is packing them all up into a tuple for us to work with. So what's really happening under the hood? That asterisk tells Python to pack all the incoming positional arguments into a single tuple. And by the way, while args is the name everyone uses, you could technically call it anything, like star items. Then inside your function, you can just loop over this tuple to get every single item that was passed in. Okay, so we can handle any number of items. That's a huge step. But what if we want to add optional named details? Maybe we want to apply a discount, or add a tax, or include a tip. For that, we need our second power-up, Kwargs. The key here, and you've probably guessed it, is the double asterisk. This syntax tells Python to collect any keyword arguments, so arguments passed in with a name, like discount equals 10, and pack them all into a dictionary. So if args is our shopping bag, think of double kwargs as our collection of optional coupons, each one with a specific name and a specific value. Now, upgrading our function with args with kwargs lets us handle all those optional named details. We can now just check, hey, is a discount key inside the kwargs dictionary? If it is, we apply it. If not, no big deal. The function just keeps running without an error. Now that is true flexibility. So the mechanics here are really similar to args, but with one crucial difference. The double asterisks packs the named arguments, and they get stored in a dictionary, not a tuple. And because it's a dictionary, you access the values using their names, or keys, like kwargs discount. This table right here is the perfect summary. Args uses a single asterisk, it packs arguments into a tuple, and it's for positional arguments. Double kwargs uses a double asterisk, packs them into a dictionary, and it's for named or keyword arguments. It's really as simple as that. So these tools are incredibly powerful for sure, but you can't just throw them into your function in any random order. Python actually expects a very specific sequence, and getting it right is absolutely crucial for your functions to work. And here it is. This is the golden rule, the order you have to follow every single time. First, you put your standard required arguments. Then come any arguments that have default values. After that, you put args to collect all the extra positional arguments. And finally, last in line is kwargs to sweep up all the leftover keyword arguments. Seriously, memorize this order. And here we have it, the whole shebang, the ultimate function signature. It correctly combines everything. We have a standard argument, name. We have a default argument, status, and then we have args and double args keywords at the very end, ready to handle any other information we decide to throw at it. This function is ready for pretty much anything. So why does all this matter? Well, because mastering args and double arguments is what moves you beyond just basic scripting. It's the key to writing cleaner, more reusable code. It's how you understand powerful tools like decorators and APIs, and it's how major frameworks like Django and Flask actually work under the hood. This is your passport to the next level of Python. And that's really the big takeaway, isn't it? These tools give your functions incredible power. And all that power translates directly into flexibility for you, the developer. So as we wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with a question to think about. Go take a look at your own projects. Where do you have a rigid function that could use an upgrade? What part of your code are you going to make more powerful first?